If you look at this physical comparison, the map for Grand Theft Auto 6 is roughly 2.1 times larger than GTA 5. But based on inside estimates and developer leaks, actually playing it is going to feel closer to 5 times the size. So how exactly does a video game manage to outperform its own physical geometry? How do you make 2 square miles feel like 10? To understand the trick, we have to look at why GTA 5 ultimately felt so small. Santos is an island surrounded by towering mountain ranges. Because you can always see those massive borders looming in the distance, you always know exactly where the world ends. You're essentially playing inside a giant fishbowl. That fishbowl was made even smaller by a single loop of highway running around the entire perimeter. No matter where you were, you could hop on that main artery and reach the opposite side of the map in minutes, effectively turning the highway into an unintended fast travel system. For Leonida, Rockstar is deploying a deliberate architectural strategy to fix this. It's a psychological game design concept known as friction. In digital spaces, square footage doesn't actually matter. A virtual world's true scale is measured by the sheer amount of time, effort, and distraction it takes a player to get from one side to the other. The first tool Rockstar is using relies on the real-world geography of Florida. The state is incredibly flat, with its highest natural point sitting just over 300 feet above sea level. While a lack of mountains sounds like a limitation, it's a massive advantage for developers. Without ranges like Mount Chiliad blocking the sky, there is no towering visual wall constantly reminding you that you're trapped on an island. The boundary of the map simply disappears into the distance. Instead, when you look out over regions like the Everglades-inspired grass rivers, you're going to see flat terrain bleeding into heavy simulated fog and carefully lowered draw distances. You simply won't be able to spot the edge of the map. When the eyes can't find a physical wall, human depth perception breaks down. The brain steps in and automatically fills that heavy fog with an imagined, endless landscape. Beyond visual tricks, the game forces you into geographic bottlenecks. Take the Leonida Keys. It's a vast expanse of tropical islands connected by a single winding overseas highway. It's the only way in or out. These bridges are critical technical tools. In titles like San Andreas, Rockstar hard-coded increased air resistance into specific zones, capping your top speed to ensure you never outpace the world being rendered in front of you. Throttling your speed on a long bridge buys the engine the precious seconds it needs to stream the dense urban geometry and complex lighting effects of the Vice City skyline waiting at the other end. By trapping you in these loading corridors, a simple 2-mile drive stretches out, demanding more time and attention. Rockstar is disguising hardware rendering limitations as scenic road trips. They are weaponizing your travel time to build the illusion of immense physical scale. Even when you hit the mainland, the easy, circular highways of Los Santos are gone. The road network in Leonida is built to be intentionally inefficient, forcing you to weave in and out of harsh terrain. Try to cut straight across the map and you'll hit hard geographic barriers like the swamplands of the grass rivers. You can't just drive a sports car through deep mud. You're going to get stuck, forcing you to find specialized transport like an airboat just to survive the crossing. This diagram shows exactly how your journey gets derailed. While GTA 5 had a total of 60 random chance encounters, developer debug menus leaked a few years ago reveal that GTA 6 boasts over 1,300 unique world events. This high volume of randomized content acts as a behavioral trap. Between police standoffs, wildlife sightings, and roadside emergencies, the world actively pulls you away from your navigation line. You can't easily drive in a straight line, and even if you could, the game won't let you. These constant behavioral distractions ensure that even a short trip down the road spirals into a massive, unpredictable trek. To make that trek feel meaningful, the developers are leaning heavily on the blueprint they perfected in Red Dead Redemption 2, environmental storytelling. Leonida is split into vastly different cultural biomes. You start in the glamorous, neon-soaked nightlife of Vice City, but drive far enough and the aesthetic completely shifts. You'll hit the laid-back fishing culture of the Keys, the humid isolation of the swamps, and eventually places like Ambrosia, a gritty, industrial town built around factories and agriculture. By forcing you to transition through distinct economic and cultural borders, the game manipulates your perception. Your brain registers these severe shifts in identity, making it feel as though you've traversed an entire sprawling continent rather than just a single state. And we still don't know exactly what lies at the northern edge of the map. What we do know is that massive geographic obstructions, like the sprawling Lake Leonida, sit right in the middle of the Northern Territories, creating massive detours if you're trying to push forward. Beyond that water, fans have spotted evidence of the Mount Kaga Wildlife Park, heavily inspired by Table Rock Mountain, along with license plates referencing Gloriana, which hints at the potential inclusion of mountainous regions near the Georgia state line. A boundless open world is achieved by engineering a geography dense with visual traps, technical bottlenecks, and behavioral friction. By complicating every mile of travel, Rockstar ensures that even a massive map feels nearly impossible to outrun.